Welcome, everyone. Happy to be with you again. We'll get started in just a sec. I'm just making sure everything is set up properly here. Hope you're all having a great day. We're going to continue working on this crazy beat that I've been doing for a few weeks now. Crazy by my standards anyway. I mean, maybe it's chill for everybody else. Hi, sweetie. And yeah, so before I get into it, I just also want to mention to check out some of the links in the description in case you have not before. There's a link for my Discord there where you can chat with me about music, and also links to my 2 courses on Udemy, which are on sale until tomorrow on composition and theory, in case you're into that kind of thing. But otherwise, today we're just going to be shredding the music production. This beat's pretty crazy. We added something new last time, which was also crazy. I have a note here to myself that I need to add strings. And now I see that again. I have not yet installed my new string package yet, unfortunately, so I don't know if that's going to happen today, but we shall see. So I think what we'll do is just play through the beat to begin with, and then we'll decide what we want to do after that. Please feel free to say hello, where you're calling from, where you're viewing from. If you have any questions or if you just want to chat about anything, I'm happy to chat with you. So let's take a listen. Actually, let me just make sure everything is sounding okay. I think I actually turned up the volume on the last stream. Can someone let me know? Oh, and my buffer size is going to destroy me right now. Shamkra, hello, welcome. St. Lucy's Day. Didn't know, I never heard about it. How's that sound? Can you hear that synth fine? And my voice fine? This kind of stuff. Hear it all well. Okay, great. Okay, here we go. From the top, we're going to listen to the whole beat first, and then we will decide what to do. Wow, crazy. So yeah, that was the new part that we got into last time. The whole track is just pretty hype and full on the whole time. But that's the point. That's what's fun about it. So I want to start working on this new part today and see what we can squeeze out of it, and then hopefully find my way back to the intro. And the intro, well, I call it the Sonic Jam because it, you know, reminds me and some other people as well as of some early Sonic games on Sega. And yeah, so I've got the heavy bit, as I call it, the Sonic Jam, and then this new part. We're gonna have to get a new folder out here to call it something. I don't know. What do you guys think we should call this new part? I'm gonna play through it once more, and you can just let me know what you think. Ben, hello, welcome. Okay, so there's a lot that can be done here. I think, I mean, all I've got right now is the bass line, the drums, and this little melody sort of thing. I'm probably going to put some kind of chord-ish thing in there. Also, you know what we need here? We need some arcade percussion madness, actually. That's exactly what we need. So let's dig into arcade. Now, where did I put my actual arcade thingy here? Bear with me just one sec. It's a good question. Oh, here it is. Okay, so if you haven't seen arcade before, it's just like has a whole bunch of crazy loops. Crazy. I mean, how many times do I have to say crazy in a stream? Jesus. It has some good loops. It has some stuff that I like in it. You basically select a line, as they call it, which for me, why does this happen when I'm on stream? Now I'm like, there's no line appearing at all anymore. It's just like, hey, actually, we're not going to work because we're, I don't know, not connected to the internet or something. I'm not sure what the thing is. Hi, what do you think about the new Vital Synth? John, hello, welcome. I've actually just downloaded it the other day. Some people on the stream alerted me to it, and I'm really stoked to try it out. I've not tried it out yet. I'm a serum head, meaning like I worked professionally making serum sounds for a while, a couple of years. So that's always been my go-to. And now, people have been talking about Vital. Also, a very, very generous viewer of mine gifted me Falcon by UVI, if you guys have ever seen Falcon, which I've been really excited to get into for years, and I've not tried it yet, and hopefully soon I'll have a video out where I'm using that. So that's a serious synth, though. That's not like, you know, you're just gonna play around for fun. That looks pretty full on. I'm just gonna try to make another instance of arcade and see if it will work, because this one for some reason is just, I don't know, checked out now. Who makes it? Output arcade. Let's see. So yeah, I don't have an opinion yet on Vital. I've been logged out. Oh god damn. What is my info here? Hey, okay. Fingers crossed. We got it. Okay. Should we expect any custom presets for Vital? Yeah, actually, yes, John. I was actually thinking, just thinking about that the other day, that I should do that. Once I get into Vital, I'd like to make a preset pack for it. That'd be kind of fun. I've got some ideas of something I've been wanting to do for a little while. So yeah, you can stay tuned for that. And if you've got any suggestions or anything, let me know. Max, have you ever tried Splice? I don't know if arcade is a better option for loops. I had Splice for a long time. I didn't get my loops from it. I got my individual drum samples from it. Actually, that was my main thing. I quite like Splice. I think it's a great service. I think there's a lot of benefits to having a Splice account. I love arcade, though. I just love the feel of it. I love that you can play it instantly on the keyboard, that you can mangle the stuff so fast. It is probably some kind of an alternative, but to Splice, or they are alternatives of one another. However, I do prefer arcade myself. Paul says, hi Max, I'm thinking about getting the Harmonic Experience book. Oh, you watched the stream. Okay, but I'm not a singer and not so sure about the idea of singing. The Indian scales would be too difficult to grasp. I'm not a singer either, Paul, honestly. Like, as much as I really, really would like to be a great singer, I am not. And that doesn't matter. You don't need to be a great singer. And actually, by doing the exercises in the book, you will become a much better singer than you were, because the exercises are they start very slow and move very gradually, and I highly, highly recommend it. Highly, highly, highly. When I was with my teacher, the man who wrote the book, I was singing in front of him, which was a little bit nerve-wracking. He's trained, of course, in this style. And I started singing, saying, I'm not so good, I'm not so that. And he was like kind of commending me actually on my singing. So if he's commending me on my singing, probably you're going to do just fine. So, okay, let's see. I'm looking for something heavy. There's something called trash drums here, which sounds pretty much like what we need. So what's my tempo? 108. Let's see if we can find something. Rhythms of flat, rounded kicks, lo-fi distortion, snare rolls, rusty bucket, layered kicks. So yeah, they show you all these different kind of kits. And then you can like click one, get a preview. That's not really what I'm looking for. Oh, I kicked that. This is trash drums, right? Yeah, trash drums. Let's see. Rough and ready. This is probably more like what I'm looking for. Yeah, actually, this is pretty sick. Let's do it. I just love all the new tools that are coming out for music production. Like when I was starting, okay, like I'm not like an OG, right? I'm not like been doing it for 30 years or anything. But you know, when I was starting 15 years ago, it was not like this, right? It's not like you could get something like Arcade where you just like click on an infinite number of lines and awesome loops and they just sound amazing right away. Like that was not happening. I'm so stoked on it. I got so many new instruments recently. I don't even know what to do with them all yet, honestly. So that's going to be like my week. My copy of Harmonic Experience should be delivered today. Hey, hooray! For anyone unaware what we're talking about, we're just talking about this book. This is my teacher's book. It's called Harmonic Experience. If you are a music nerd like me and you really want to understand how music works fundamentally, not like you want to just know some theory like what chords to put where and like, I don't know, kind of the stuff that I teach in my courses and stuff, like how to compose. This is much, much deeper than that. This is like literally how music works in a very fundamental way, how our ear parses sound and understands the frequencies it's hearing and how that applies to harmony, why things sound the way they do, how to manipulate that, equal temperament versus pure tuning, just intonation. I mean, it's the best book on music I have ever read, and it's a Bible to me. But it's not for everybody. It's for anyone who is serious about that kind of thing. Okay, so here we are in Arcade. So I don't need a kick drum. I don't need a bass. Don't need a bass. Don't need a bass. It's actually a pretty cool sound. That was actually pretty cool. This is like kind of what I'm looking for, honestly. This kind of weird stuff. So when you hold a white key, it plays the loop. And when you hold a black key, it manipulates the loop. So I can hit the black key anytime I want. Like that's sick. So cool. Okay, so let's just try that. What I'm going to do was a B. Yeah. That's cool too, actually. I should probably listen to more of these. Oh, actually, this might even be better. Let's do both even. Wow. Isn't that cool? Jeez. I just listen to that all day. That's fine. There's the new song. How are you? Welcome. Nice to have you back. Okay, let's start with Stranger. Welcome. Nice to have you back too, as always. Let's start with this one and see what we can add in here. I'm just going to actually draw the note in because, you know, I'm lazy. Oh, this is not going to work because we're in a triplet feel. So we need to somehow... David, welcome. Hello. I don't think we've met before. We need to get this thing into a triplet vibe, which is possible. We might even be able to do it inside Arcade. Excuse me, I'm not an Arcade master, so let me just see if I can figure this out. If we go into the edit parameter, and we snap to grid, and we snap to... We are at 108, so we're doing eighth note triplets. Like, that doesn't actually change anything, so I don't understand what this is doing. It's clearly not doing the thing I wanted to do. If someone knows how that works, that would be great. But the other way we can do this... Oh, this is now going to snap to grid. Like, if I move this, it's going to snap to triplets. Is that what it is? Yeah. Can we, like, quantize the whole thing to just go to a triplet grid? Because that's, like, really what we want. Not this, not this, not this, not this. What's this? Oh, this is like loop versus I don't know what. Different types of looping. Okay, so we're going to do it through a different method. There's probably a way to do it in here, and I'm just like too much of a noob to understand that, but, you know, we'll figure it out. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to turn off the background for a minute. I'm going to add one of these modifiers to it. So I quite liked, I mean, they all sounded pretty good, actually. This one was cool, though. And on the last half of this bar, we'll change to a different modifier. How about that? That's pretty cool. Let's try the other one, too, just to make sure. Yeah, I kind of like this one better. And all I'm going to do... actually, first what I'm going to do is loop, and then we're just going to play with these sliders a little bit to see what they do. That's kind of cool. I'm going to leave it pretty clean, and then we can affect it later. Okay, so we're going to bounce this out to audio. And then we will just use Studio One to do the quantizing onto the triplet grid. And we'll do that, let's see. If we come here and say quantize 8th note triplet, and if I just... That was pretty interesting, huh? Yeah, you could tune it, that's right, Melodyne. Hey, that'd be kind of cool, too. Now, does this fit with my drums at all? I don't know. No, I don't really like it. It's not really vibing with me. So let's try the other loop instead of this one. So we had this loop. Solo, please. And let's see what it's with these turned off. Yeah, let's just try it straight like that. Let's see what this does. And if we try to quantize it to 8th note triplets, why don't we go into the bend tool and let's analyze and see if we can get every bit. It's looking pretty good, actually. There's just a couple in here that we need to rid ourselves of. I think this one. And then roughly it's good. So now we should be able to quantize this to 8th note triplet, and maybe. Interesting. I kind of like this bit right in the middle here, so maybe I can maybe I can just like chop that out. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's see. If I can just take this and put it over here, and then just duplicate this. And then what we'll do is take the last one and bring in a different one. Let's just see. Let's just take one at random. Decent. Let's try a different chunk. This chunk, perhaps. It's interesting. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Okay, let's take this and maybe try to switch in this chunk. That's cool. Okay, boom. Every time I push stop, it just does that awesome sound. Okay, so cool. Let's put this all together. And then let's try to see what happens, like Hari was suggesting. Let's just put it in Melodyne. Hopefully I've activated my Melodyne on this computer, and I don't have to like install now, right? Okay, I haven't even installed it so far. I got a new computer a while ago, so I didn't do it. So what we're going to try to do instead... So it's an E flat. Is kind of the main pitch that's going on there. So I forget what key I'm in. I wish I had perfect pitch. I could just remember these things by hearing them. I should have written these chords down too, hey? Where's my bass? Down here? Yeah. C sharp minor. Okay, so I need to just pitch it down to, let's go transpose, -2. That's pretty cool. Now let's just do some stuff, just to see. First thing you always do, this is a good thing to remember, the first thing you always do when you want to do some stuff is you just grab OTT and you say, what do you do? What happens if I just put OTT on a thing? And actually it's pretty sick. So it stays, we're good. I don't even want to touch it. Next thing we do is we say, what will we do if we put a stereo widener on you? And for some reason I haven't favorited that. I feel like I learn that every time I stream. I need to re-favorite that thing. Here it is. And they have a percussion thing. Drums. Wider hats, sure, why not? Sounds fine. How about 100%? I like it. And then we're going to probably have to remove some low end. So I don't know for sure, but yeah, look at all that stuff. And then we'll play it in context. It's not going to be so loud, of course, in the actual mix, but... Also, it needs to be sent to the side chain, because right now it's just like sitting out there all by itself. So it's like playing a G sharp high note. Yeah. And maybe we should even like alternate it being on and off. Like on that snare, we could like mute it for a couple beats, I wonder. Cool. If we duplicate this track, pretty cool sound forming. Yeah, I think so too. If we duplicate the track, and then we'll take this one where it's like doing the stuttering. Yeah, and we're gonna get rid of everything here, and we're gonna get rid of this here. Oh, damn it. This. We will bring this one up in volume, just so it's like super clear. Maybe like pan it. And then also automate the panning so that one half of the thing is on like far left and the other half is on far right. Like this. I need to just sample those sounds. Every time I hear them, it makes me happy. Those sounds, by the way, are coming from my distortion unit on the bass sound. Can we shift this up 3 semitones and -2 plus 3, guys. It's 1, just for your knowledge. Hell yeah, that's way better. Okay. Just listen to this, hey? Okay, so now let's see, just before we get rid of arcade, if anything else in here, like that actually produced a pretty cool sound. Everything's straight. Oh. I think we actually need that. It's straight again, of course, but, you know, we're going to tripletize it. So I'm just going to get a bounce of that as well. And it's going to be interesting. I don't know how well it's going to work. I just don't know that the transient detector is going to actually be able to deal with these things very well. But let's find out. Analyze me some transients. Okay, so we've only got 1 or 2 like particularly weird ones that are too many. If I can just bring the threshold down perhaps and it will, no, okay. So I'm just looking out for places where I'm getting doubles like this. And then I'm just going to remove one of the doubles. Just kind of picking randomly. I think the rest of them are fine. Yeah. How do I just move you? I always forget. I do this so infrequently. Okay, clearly I don't know. Clearly I don't know at all, so I'm just going to delete it and put a new one. How about that? Okay, so now let's just quantize the triplets and pray. It's almost on the same rhythm as this thing, hey? Kind of interesting. Might be too much though. I'll keep it around, but I'm gonna keep it muted for now because it's not like sandpaper on speed. It's not like tickling my fancy at the moment. And I want my fancy to be tickled. Okay, so you're muted. You are trash 1. You're trash 2. And actually I like that metallic donk sound. Who doesn't like a good donk? That's actually kind of cool. doesn't really matter right now. Okay, so we're good. We're good on the arcade front. Okay, the one thing I want to do, and I don't know... Thomas, hey, welcome. Good afternoon. Pookie, I have a question. Why you moved from Mac to Windows? Hey, good question. I was on Hackintosh for many, many years. If you don't know Hackintosh, it's where you build a custom PC and then you kind of force it to run Mac OS, which was great because you get to have a really powerful PC for much cheaper that runs Mac. And then that was getting too old. So in the start of the summer, I bought a 16-inch MacBook Pro, fully loaded, insanely expensive thing. It was like overheating, crazy fan noise, problems with external monitors, had to return it. Bought a Mac Mini, fully loaded, blah, blah, blah. It had problems too, couldn't really run the streaming software and the heavy sessions at the same time, had to sell it. So I said, okay, screw it. I'm just gonna go for Windows instead, and it was not my desire to do that. Now that I'm here, it's fine. I've been on it for a while now. But I will probably also get like a Mac, an M1 Mac laptop at some point too. And I've also considered putting a second motherboard inside my PC and running a Hackintosh dual system. So a full Hackintosh system with its own CPU, GPU, everything, and a full Windows system. And apparently you can actually run them simultaneously. If you get a big enough power supply, you can run both systems simultaneously. I can plug them both, because they have two graphics cards, into my monitor and like split my monitor and run both systems with their own hardware, which would actually be like amazing. I have some workflows on Mac that I've not been able to duplicate on PC, and that's kind of the issue. The one thing I'll say for anyone who's ever considering to switch from Mac to PC and you do audio stuff, I had the worst time with audio units to VSTs. Luckily, it was only about a third of my plugins were audio unit, but I did it. I had most of my stuff in audio, not most of it, about a third of it in an audio unit. And then I went to PC, and there is no way to convert them. No way to convert them from audio unit automatically to VST. I scoured the internet, let me tell you. If there was a way, I would find it, unless someone in the chat's gonna be like, hey, Max, here's the way you do it. Okay, thanks. I would like to know, actually, let me know. And that was a huge headache. That was like 2 weeks of going through all my sessions, painstakingly saving presets, changing the plugin, reloading the VST, load the thing. Oh my God, it was literally like terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So for now, I would say if you're in Mac, just run VST. And I know that Thomas is saying Contact AU is easier. I understand there's some certain plugins that run better in AU, but you never know. You might be like me. I thought, I'm never going to be on a PC. I'm a Mac guy. But no, now I'm on a PC, and that was terrible, having to make that transition. So something to think about. I want to build a Hackintosh, but don't know how to install or how to hack. Well, there's some good tutorials out there, honestly. It's not so bad. And the new system that they have for Hackintoshes is actually way better than the old one. We used to use a thing called Clover. The new one is called something that's escaping me right now. And there's a few tutorials online that are amazing. If you want to talk about it some more, you can join the Discord. I have a Discord. The link is in the description. And you can just chat with me there, ask some questions about it. I can share with you some videos and whatever. That goes for anybody here. If you want to chat music with me or feedback on work or whatever, you can just join the Discord down there. Also want to re-mention that my courses are on sale until tomorrow. So there's 2 links in the description. If you use those links, you can get Musical Warp Drive Part 1 and Part 2. The first one is Fundamentals of Music Theory and Composition and Mind and Ear Training. And Part 2 is all about melody, chords, scales, arpeggios, chromatics, blah, blah, blah. Bunch of good stuff. So those are on sale. The links are in the description, and so is the Discord. You heard about OpenCore. That's the name, OpenCore. Yeah, OpenCore is honestly like, you just read about it, watch some tutorials, and then get some hardware that works with it and spend a day. You can actually make it work. My friend did it just recently. PC guy, yeah, PC guy, because I like the wide choice. Absolutely, I mean, definitely, like, the choice of hardware when you come from the PC world is huge, right? Being able to swap out processors and graphics cards and RAM and anything, anytime you want. It's awesome. But the new M1 Macs are also, like, amazing. So if they get the full versions of them out on the powerful computers, then I will be stoked on that too. Okay, enough jibber jabber. Is that what that was, jibber jabbering? This is the bass that I'm using right now. love this sound. It makes me happy. And something I want to do in this section is I want to, right now we're big and bombastic, and we got the open hi-hats and the crash cymbals, and everything is loud and huge, which is cool. I just want to come down to like a really, not case, there's not going to be any chill parts in here, but I want to, now this is Hades music, yeah. I'm going to try to bring everything down to like a really controlled, just kick and a cool sounding snare with just so that like the tonal characteristics of that morphing synth can get heard, because I think it's going to get buried right now to someone who listens to the tune for the first time. You're not really going to hear that so much. So I want to like be loud and bombastic and then come into this like tight package of all that kind of stuff. That'd be pretty sick. Lately, I've read about problems with Mac OS and different DAWs. Ah, interesting. M1 Macs seem to be so good, but we need to wait for compatibility. Yes, totally true. It would be awesome in it, yeah. Well, hopefully. Hopefully they will remaster Hades with Mac's soundtrack someday. Wow, that's so sweet. But honestly, the guy that did the Hades soundtrack is like a genius too, so I can't hate on that, man. Like, the guy did like all the sound effects and the music and some voiceovers. It's... wow. Amit, welcome. So good to have you here, as always. I'm going to play from the top of the tune, in case there's anyone here who hasn't heard the tune. If you're new to the stream, by the way, please say hello in the chat. As you can see, I'm into it. I'm into chatting with you guys. That's actually why I do the streams. I just want to share what I've been given in this life, which is musical knowledge. I want to share that with you too, because it's so much fun and it's so cool. And this is a great way for me to be able to make some music, but mostly selfishly, I like to interact with all of you. Really, that's my favorite part of it, is to just chat with people who are out there and see what they're thinking about and listen to the music they're creating. And I love the community vibe. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can know that I am too. Those sound manipulations with the bass you described sound a bit like neurofunk. Exactly right. Exactly right. And welcome. Good to have you back. So I love the neuro bass stuff. I don't listen to that music so much, but the neuro basses that they have in neuro blank genre, I love that stuff. That, you know, changing, crazy, whippy, distorted madness. I love it. So I'm trying to do my own thing where I'm doing like what I love about jazz harmony, fat chords, and then like some dark classical harmony mixed with the neuro bass sound. So I just take all of my favorite stuff and go squish it together until you get something sick out the end, which hopefully is happening now. Okay, so here's the whole tune. Finest music, welcome. I recognize you. I know you're a student of the Warped Tribe. Thank you for being here. Hope you're enjoying it. That's true, most of it would not fit. This part, though. This thing's a bit too loud for my liking, actually. Oh, it sits well in the mix already. Okay, I'm just about to turn it down. Okay, let's take a poll on that. What do you guys think? Do you think the stuff is too loud? This stuff? Or do you think like it's part just give you like the most menacing vibe. That's what I like about it. I just feel like, which is why I like metal so much, and I like metal so much. I like dubstep and trap for those reasons. It just gives me this like primal. Now this is of course a bit like more fontsy than those genres a lot of the time, you know, like in terms of the harmony and all that. But still, I'm trying to get a little bit of the, you know, in there. I like that. It's got that, yeah, exactly. I'm listening on Sennheiser 650, so hopefully hearing it just like you. You're hearing it just like me, my friend. Exactly right. Good choice of headphones, by the way. Okay, so this is going to loop twice. And then we're going to try to do... we didn't end up using this stuff. Hey, what is this stuff? This was like this kind of thing. Yeah, because I wonder if we could actually put it in now. No, I don't think we need it. It's kind of cool a bit. I don't know. I'm actually going to get rid of it. Sorry if you like it. Okay, so we're going to loop this whole section just once more. And then we're going to try, oh God, we're going to try to do the thing I was talking about where we like bring the whole arrangement down into just the bass. I don't yet know how that's going to work, but, oh yeah, I was going to add strings, right? I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. I don't have my new strings installed yet, so it's not going to happen today, but at some point, hopefully it'll be good. Casey, yo, welcome. This is sounding dope. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Those transitions were great. Which transitions? The ones that I deleted, those little string movements? I don't think you can even hear them though, really, right? It's just this. But I guess it was you I was apologizing to. Okay, so right here, I bought the Spitfire Studio bundle. So I have the Spitfire Studio strings and woodwinds and brass and all that, but I've not even touched them yet. So they will get touched soon. I'll be touching those instruments, let me assure you. This part needs more cymbals, actually, just like my old mentor would have told me. More cymbals, man. Where's all the cymbals? The transition's still great. Okay, good. Can't wait to hear those. I can't wait to hear them too, man. I'm super stoked on it. I've been wanting to get Spitfire stuff for a long time, and I finally got it, and I'm like over the moon. I haven't even used it, and I'm over the moon. Okay, so... you need a little bit of a drum fill here. It's kind of okay, I guess. Just a couple of toms. Okay, let's just try to design the new part, and then we will, then we will figure out how we make the transition work. I have the Spitfire BBC core pack, but I'm too much of a noob to make anything great yet. That happens, man. It takes a long time to use those kinds of instruments. It's not just like, hey, I'm going to play some strings now. Do. No, it's like, you really got to work for it. Okay, so I'm wondering if we can like move this almost into like a dancey kind of beat. don't know that that's actually going to work, but here we go. I've not tried Shankar. Maybe a side stick. I don't know if I like the kicks on every beat. I think also we're going to need to filter the drums. Side chaining, right? Like this is not. It's not enough. Luckily, I'm automating my sidechain amount. I think. Crunchy, yeah. Send level, here we go. So if I just put a dot here and a dot here, I can boost this up. Oh, that's the wrong send level. Okay. That's also the wrong send level. Where is my send level for this? This is it, right? Yes. So I'm thinking that if I can put a filter over the drums, it might be good. So what I'm going to do is just create a 24 dB filter up here, and I'm just going to automate the frequency by going right. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to go read, and I think this is the spot that I liked. That's always so funny. I can hear the music from the house where Megan is. Every time I push stop, I hear just bumping. That's pretty cool, eh? Okay, that's pretty cool. It needs something though, I don't know yet. Some kind of like atmospheric thing. Should I have half as many kicks, or like not do the dancey kick pattern? About to find out. Nah, I think I like it better with more energy. So this might be, I like the 4 on the floor. Yeah, I like it too. This might be another opportunity, more kicks, for another arcade thing. Instead of drums this time, we might be able to grab more. We might be able to grab, like, I want something very ambient. Like if I just search, I've done this before, haven't I? And I didn't get like what I wanted. You give me just one thing, one line for searching ambient? Come on. People need ambient stuff, man. Okay, I need it anyway. I don't know about people in general. This could work. Yeah, who isn't a sucker for lush pads, man? Jeez. Yeah. That's kind of cool. But that's almost like more what I'm thinking about. That's also cool. This sounds like the Daft Punk soundtrack for Tron. Like, is that not just that? It's a really cool sound, though. Almost sounds like electric guitar, but a synth. Ugh. I love that sound. Hell yeah. Doom, yeah. Sounds like Doom for sure. Isn't that's a cool sound? Hell yeah. I hope this stream will inspire me a little bit because my head is blank right now. I want to finish my new piece so bad. Okay, well, I can't imagine your new piece sounds like this, stranger, but you know. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna use that somehow. It's gonna happen. Not very ambient. No. I don't know if I'm gonna use it like right here. I'm also gonna find an ambient thing, but I have to grab this while it's here. Oh my god, they got a bunch of cool stuff in here. Not a very ambient song, yeah. But we are looking for an ambient something or other. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that and mute you for a minute and come back to search for my ambient. Just madness. I'm gonna try this thing. I know it's kind of ugly and weird, but it also might work. Oh, but we're in triplets, right? I wonder if I can edit these things. Yay, wow. I had no idea. See, this is the kind of stuff I need to be learning. Whoa, this is crazy. So I can't set it to triplets, but I can set it to swing. Even though it doesn't do anything. I don't understand how to use this. not even playing the thing. Okay, that's actually a little bit closer. Okay, I'm just going to try to do it manually. I don't know if it's actually going to work, but that's why we try stuff. Metal Rain, yeah. So let's just bounce this out. And first of all, I'm just going to play it over top of this. It might work. It might work if I can somehow get it going on the triplet vibe. Like, let's just try what we did before, and let's analyze. It's going to probably be pretty messy. Threshold. Yeah, I feel like this is just going to be really weird, but weird is sometimes what we need. So let's push Q and see what happens. Actually, not bad. It's not bad. First, let's get it side chaining. Let's duplicate it. Let's put the stereo spreader on it. We'll call it Metal Rain. And we will put animate on there. Does that do anything? Oh, this is only grabbing the very top portion. That's the issue. There we go. This is so weird. Then we're going to bring it way down in the mix. I like it. Strong verb on it, you think. Okay, we can give that a shot. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't want anyone to listen to it. I just want it to, like, fill space. My favorite thing I've ever heard, but I'm gonna leave it for now and then I'll decide later what to do with it. Okay, let's just get some perspective again. I'm gonna go from the start of the tune. Sorry, I have to do this every once in a while. I need to like hear what I'm actually trying to do overall to get perspective on my current choices. Cool. I like it. Use some of the funkiness in the beginning to work your way back. Yeah, exactly. That's the challenge now. And one might say, how are we ever gonna get from this to this? I don't know, but it is gonna happen. These are the kind of challenges I like to take on and just see. Oh yeah, and I had this super awesome sound here I need to use. Yeah, super different. And that's kind of like what this song is all about. It's just going insane in every possible aspect and then seeing what we can do. So, beginning and ending sound very different. Indeed. Indeed they do. So, this thing can maybe come in as a fill. I wonder about giving myself a bar, a transitional bar. With to use this thing somehow. It's going to be straight right now, so it's not going to work. We need to tripletize it, but some rest in there is a great idea. Okay, good. So to deal with this, first of all, let's do the same thing. Let's just quantize it straight up triplets and just see what happens. What? That doesn't sound like eighth note triplets to me. Yeah, it's like not doing it. What's up with that? Let's try it again. If we just analyze first, perhaps, and then push it. No, like this is not. Am I tripping? No, I'm not tripping. This is not a division, Mr. Studio One. Why are you allowing it to be there? Yeah, a lot of these are like not on divisions. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, like why are these... whatever. Okay, I might have to just do it manually instead of this way. So let's undo all that. Like we have a pretty clean... If we just... So we got 16s, but This is like just not on the grid. Is that what's going on here? This thing is like not quantized at all. Like where is this division landing? Anyway, let's just chop it up. So I'm going to duplicate this track and use it as my cutting zone. Why will you not whatever? There we go. I'm just going to chop. In fact, I'm just going to do this. Split at grid. Event, split at grid. Now I got a bunch of 16th note chops that I can start playing around with. And let me just think what I even want here. Oh yeah, we need it to be on triplets now. 8th triplets. Ooh, I love that sound. This is really weird. I don't know if it's gonna work. No. But maybe I could use it later. I'm not sure. Pretty weird, hey? Ah, that's not the button I want. Split at grid is super handy, yeah. I wonder about, okay, you think the first half is good. I wonder about doing this. If we take this and then put this here. Something like that could work, okay? We need like a, like what is this? Not what I want, that's what it is. I need like a crazy sound to sweep into the new part. So why don't we try this? Let's bounce this out and reverse it. And try to find a note like probably this. Ooh, just that last note. Which is going to happen somewhere else here too. Maybe ease it in with retro. Ease in the whole section. Yeah, my mouse is like, there we go. I'm going to take this one little 8th note triplet, and I'm going to stretch it out to be the length of two beats. Which is a terrible idea, apparently. Off to work on music for yourself. That's great. Thanks for the inspiration, Max. Look forward to seeing where this goes. Okay. Have a great time, Casey. I'm sure it'll be a blast. From 33.3 to 34. 33.3 to 34 with the retro. Yeah, you might be right about that, actually. I'm just going to delete this stuff because it's not working out. And what if we just, I don't know, do this. It's not far off what I wanted. But I need this part to just be way more impactful than it is right now. So, you think the retro. Perhaps. So we did a thing with the retro earlier where we copied the line. Like that. Interesting. So the question is, how do I make this part just like fatter? Fatten this button. That's a button I need. Wow. Try something. Save so I can undo. I'm actually going to delete this, and my brain has no ideas. I'm going to take the last bit and just do it again, because I did that earlier, so it could kind of be like a thing. That sort of thing, you know? It's kind of cool, actually. the drums, perhaps. That's not the drums. Could do... Oh, you mean the retro color? Okay. That's actually a good idea. I've got this reverb send coming in here, which is a bit too early now, so... Oh, I have so much stuff going on. Okay, so you... Okay, that was the wrong send, apparently. Where are you? It's this. Yes, it is this. So just for this section, we're going to... Yeah. So for this section, we're going to do that. I don't know, we could just straight up, like, just do this. It's okay. I tuned out. Are you making a drop or a fill? Both? There's a drop up here, and I'm making a fill going into it. Do like one of these sort of things. Where then we take all of the kicks. I haven't forgot the retro idea, by the way, Shamkar. I'm just trying something. That doesn't work at all. So let's hear it from the top. Okay, just give me 1 sec. If I play this with 2 snare sounds at once, does that work? Kind of. Just trying to, like, exaggerate it. Side stick and snare at once. From the top. Okay, let's just see. This idea. Need to clean up a couple of things. I need to mute all my cymbals. These are toms. Need to mute my cymbals. What if the bass from the first part did a fill along with your drum fill you just did? Hey, okay, Ken. That's a good idea, actually. Nick, hello, welcome. Great to have you here. How are you doing? Yeah, good idea, Ken. Good idea. My bass from the first part. Tracks on tracks on tracks. Is this. And it could play the same melody, perhaps. Key am I in? That's great. Let's try that. I played at the wrong spot. Okay, well. Luckily, in the world of music production, that's an easy fix. Hey, that was pretty sick, actually. This bass needs to be louder. Maybe this is like one of the problems I'm having. It's also, this bass is way subbier than that bass. And I need to balance the sub components of them, which I haven't done yet. I could also harmonize this. In fact, I will harmonize this. I'll put them all up to their next chord tone. Could also descend it continuously. I'm not sure which one's best. That's one. That one's cool because it leads in, like going down. Let me just do a quick balance of the sub frequencies between these, which is something that you guys consider if you are doing electronic music at all, or anything that has synth basses in it, is that throughout different parts of your song, if they are meant to be equally heavy sounding, equally thick sounding, then that just means the subcomponent of the basses that you're using for each section need to be roughly balanced. So there's a way to do that. There's a few ways to do that. The way I'm going to do right now is just pick a note, like my root note, like C sharp, and I'm going to pull up a EQ, a master EQ on the instrument bus. We introduce the horn synth before the new transition. The horn synth. Introduce the horn synth. Which one's the horn synth? Oh, I probably have one called horn synth, right? But yes, that might be a good idea too. Headphone problems, man. Wear headphones for too long. Doesn't matter how comfy they are, they become uncomfy. Okay, enough about that. So what I'm looking for here, I'm playing my C sharp note, and I'm on my master channel, and I've got an EQ that's going to show me the absolute decibel level of my bass. So I'm looking at the fundamental frequency. That's the subcomponent, right, of my thing. I'm about 35 hertz down here, and it's just, you know, like a dB over 0 right here. So that's what I want to know. Now I'm going to leave this open. I'm going to pull it off screen for a second. And I'm going to go over to the bass that I'm using in the new part. God, these need to be organized. It's just a complete disaster. So where is that bass? Oh, it's in Omnisphere 2. It is this. Yeah. So here's the culprit. Here's the bass. It's loud, but the sub is like -4 almost compared to the other bass. I like listening to that. It's kind of fun. And that's fluctuating depending on the note I'm playing. So this particular note is quite low. A few ways I can deal with that. One is I can just go in and EQ boost that. I could use a dynamic EQ to pull it up when it's needed, or a dynamic multiband compressor. A multiband compressor is what I could use to compress the other aspects, or multiband expander to expand that frequency spectrum. Every time it goes below a certain threshold, I can push it back up again so that it stays roughly where I'm looking for. I think I want to just try it with the easiest possible solution first. So I'm going to throw a shelf on there and just see how much is it going to take. It's going to take a lot. Oh my God. So not a shelf. How about just a bell right there? Why is this so sluggish to move? I have to push this up 8 dB to get it to even be near. I'm on the master bus right now. Okay, that's probably my first issue. I'm going to keep this open and open my EQ on this bus, which I have one here. There we go. That's actually much better. Now this one can be a shelf, actually. Shelf with a steep thingy. So then some of them have resonant frequencies like that, and we're going to have to, yeah. We're going to have to use a multiband compressor probably to deal with those, but it's like roughly there. So, oh, I've got a multiband compressor. Hey, okay. Gnarly sound, yeah, for sure. So, I'm thinking like frequency-wise. Kind of like, yeah, this one's like 80 and below. We can start compressing this. I don't, like I said last time, I don't use this compressor very often, so give me a minute. Let's hit it pretty hard. And bring the threshold down. Oh my God, how do I use this? So bring this down. So that when we're getting these boosts, yeah. Okay, that's roughly what I'm trying to do. So just so everyone's clear, in sounds like this that are evolving and have a lot of motion in them, of course you're going to get frequency imbalances, right? That's what the whole sound is. That's why it sounds like it's going wow, 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 because different frequencies are coming up and down all the time, which is exactly what you want. But in the subcomponent, you might want to constrain that a little bit to keep the thickness, because at any moment the randomness of the sound might mean that the thickness of your sound, your subcomponent, drops away too much and you lose the thickness. So what I've done here is I've pulled up that component for the note that I'm looking for, but it also affects all other notes differently based on the way the modulation's moving. And that modulation is going to cause sometimes the sub to get way too loud. So now I've taken a multiband compressor, said only the bottom portion, 80 hertz and below, we're going to start squeezing you. Whenever you go too high, our volume robot, meaning the compressor, is going to come in and push you back down again, just that frequency range. So we've pulled it up and pushed it down to constrain it into a little area where it can fluctuate, but not too much. You just want it to fluctuate a bit. The rest of the sound can fluctuate like crazy, and that's what's going to, you know, make the whole thing sound distorted and wild. But that's the way I'm using the multiband now. So great, glad it was helpful. So this is cool, but it needs like an insane sound to go sucking you in there that sounds like everything's gonna like explode, and then doesn't. So hey, okay, everybody's learning from that one. That's good to know. Let's just search for. I've got some like crazy reverses and stuff, so I could probably find something. Basically that is what I'm looking for. And you can just go, I'm gonna have to organize this one day when you guys are not here, just so we're like not so crazy. Well, it'll come in handy, I'm sure. Cyberpunk is out. I'm probably not the only one writing hybrid orchestral. Yeah, man, straight up, wow. The amount of marketing that was done on that game is insane. Sorry if that's loud. Why are we not hearing this? Does somebody know? Why is this not producing any? Just like the last half of it is making sound. Is there some kind of like automation that is I'm not aware of here? Oh, there we go. Okay, now it works. Sure. Okay, so you're gonna come in here like this. Way louder. Julian, I just want to say hi and goodbye for today. I'll watch it tomorrow. That's great to hear, Julian. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I have no idea how to write drops, but it seems there are very few key elements. How you write drops is you just copy a few drops. Just listen to some drops that you really like. Listen very closely to what you're hearing. Copy them exactly just to learn. And then you try to iterate on it and make your own version. That's it. So this thingy could also have this thingy underneath it. Oh God. Giving the, what did I just do? Giving the high frequencies, the low frequencies. What frequencies are these anyway? Giving these frequencies a fill in. And then it can also do this. And we'll hear them together. Kind of like that. Then we just want to make sure that, oh, I put this on the wrong track. Interesting. Okay. Dupe this and put it here. Okay. Coolio. Let's go from the top. Welcome to anybody new to the stream, by the way. If feel free to say hello, to chat, ask a question or comment or dance. There's a bit of a dancey section here at the beginning. I don't know if it gets dancey later on. Prayer, hello, welcome. Synths just need to be louder? Is that what the issue is here? Like, it's just so quiet compared to... Good night, Shamkra. Thank you for being here as always. I appreciate you, appreciate your input and your support. Hope you have a good sleep. Learning a lot today. I already signed up for part 1 and 2 of Udemy course and looking forward to starting those. Thanks for these streams. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that. I hope you really enjoy them. For anyone unaware, I have a couple of courses on composition and theory, music theory, and the links are available in the description of this video. They're on sale till tomorrow. Super, super cheap. So, I mean, if you want to grab them, now's the time. I've been watching your channel for a few months, but I haven't commented. I also bought one of your courses. Thanks for everything you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy it. Please come back. I stream twice a week, as you probably know. So happy to be here with you and chat with you. And if you've got any ideas or questions, like, let's do it. So, okay. I'm just going to boost the volume on this track. It's pretty loud, but... Right. So what key were we in the beginning of the song? E flat, perhaps? Oh, we were in D flat major. Look at that. Okay. Ooh, stop on that chord. Hey, I should end the song right there. So that's funny. That's a complete coincidence that I started the song in D flat major and this new part is in C sharp minor, which, if you know your music theory, D flat and C sharp are not the same note, but they're the same note. So that means getting back to the first part is not going to be that tricky because we won't have to change keys. We just have to change tonality. We have to change mode, which is not so hard to do. This thing's too loud. curious about here, even though I just spent all this time trying to balance the sub of this bass, is removing all the bass from this sound. There's a really cool feeling that I think it's a cool feeling you can get when you take a really deep, subby, filtered bass and you remove all the bass from it. And you get the mid frequencies of the sound that are implying the sub frequencies, but you're not hearing them. And that's sometimes a cool effect. I don't know that it's going to do what we want here, but we will try it. We're just going to do a real basic version of it, kind of like this. I wonder about that. It's just... maybe not. So what we need to do is take stock of the differences between this section and the intro and figure out how we're going to reconcile all of that. So one of the differences we found is that this section is in C sharp minor, this section is in D flat major. So just a change of mode, that's not so hard to do. This is in 16th triplets, like a swing. And the other part's in 8th triplets, so it's not so hard to do. We can bridge that gap. This one is obviously super syncopated and funky. That one is not at all. This one has a double time snare. I shouldn't say a double time snare, a standard snare placement on 2 and 4. The other one's got a half-time snare placement, or even less. Blue Jazer Beats. Yo, welcome. So this thing needs to evolve into like something more syncopated and harmonically is going to move towards some kind of cadence that's going to bring us back into the first section. I do want to try something. This is like not going to solve my problem with the transition, but I want to do it anyway because that's what I want to do. Which is grab all of this stuff. Hey, look at that. Okay, check this out. This is this technique I came up with the other day when we were working on this, just to explain to anybody that wasn't here before. I think it's pretty cool. And like I say, maybe everybody's doing this and I don't know anything about it, but I never done it before. I've got like all the same instruments that are playing here in the first section are playing in the second section as well. But I've duplicated the MIDI track for them, not duplicated the instrument. So I have 2 MIDI tracks controlling the same, or even 3 sometimes, controlling the same instrument. I have this piano being controlled here, and I also have the piano being controlled down here. But they're both controlling the exact same instance of the instrument. I've just created duplicate MIDI tracks so that I can separate visually one section into intro, one section into middle, one section into the next, back to the intro, without having to duplicate instruments and without having the session be like super all over the place. So everything that's in the intro is bundled together here. Everything in the middle section is bundled together, but they're bundled together by duplicating MIDI tracks and sending to the same instrument rather than duplicating tracks. And what that's allowed me to do now is I can just click this and I get the entire section selected without it being spread across like the whole session like that. And I should be able to just like click this and just pull it over somewhere. I don't know where it's going to go yet, but like this. And probably some automation is going to need redoing because it's going to get messed up. Let's see. The snare reverb is mad. So we'll just pull that down for now. And the thing I wanted to try, I've had in my mind since the beginning of the song, and this is one of these things, right? So I've mentioned a few times. Often I'll have like this musical idea that's going around in my head for like weeks about a chord change or about a harmony part or about, not for a specific song, but just for an idea in general. Oh, how good is it going to be? It's going to be so great when I do this thing. It's going to make the song just so amazing. And then I finally get around to doing it after like a month of thinking about it, and it's garbage. This happens so often to me that I'm prepared. I'm prepared to have it not work out in the way I'm thinking. But we'll see. What I want to try to do is take the first bar here and then do a little fill and start the whole section over again in a lower key, perhaps one key, perhaps two keys lower from that. So like, and come right back down again. So what we'll do actually is pull the section over, grab the first bar, pull it over here. Is that a bar? No, it's not a bar. Pull this over here. And then we are going to just kind of in a brute force way for now, we will, let me just think. Yeah, we'll just grab all of this and say transpose -2 for now. I don't know if that's a good option or not. I'm just literally trying something at random. And in the drums, I'm going to do boom, doom, and then start it over again. So that's ka, ka, and do some 32nd note triplets, if you can believe it. I've got another reverb on here that shouldn't be here as well. I can tell the snare's got too much reverb on it. Yeah, just push play and see what happens. What do we need to do? I think that the -2 is not going to work, but also there's some other stuff that needs to happen to make this smoother. Get rid of these bass notes first. Okay, let's just try a few keys and just see if there is one that feels really good or not. The bass notes are going to get too low here if we start going too low. I'm going to go down one key this time. Oh, I changed the drums that time too. That was not the right idea. So -1 sounds like this. Kind of weird. Let's try +2. so weird. Let's try the +3, which is the Living on a Prayer key change, if you know that one. That one's not so bad. Still pretty weird though. I'm not sure it's going to work. I like the -2, probably best so far. So this is a super, super low bass now, right, with the beat. Too low probably, but pretend he's got a 7-string bass. How about that? A 6-string or a 5-string bass. And maybe just for this one little section, we'll put on the whatever it's called, retro. I'm gonna leave that alone for a minute and just let it sit, because I have no idea if I'm ever gonna keep that or come back to it. Like I say, that was in my head since the beginning, and now that I'm hearing it, I'm kind of like, eh. What happens if I pitch this up to another key? This is going to make life harder for me because I have to get back down to another key, but I have an obsession with key changes. Cool, but it's not cool enough. So the problem of how are we going to get from here back to the beginning is going to be solved next time. That's not like a one step, I'm going to solve it in one go kind of solution. That's like I need to focus on how to smooth that out as much as possible, which is a challenge that I like. I like to mash things together and try to find creative ways to make that work. So that will be a thing in and of itself. For now, I will play from the top of the track once more. Great cliffhanger for the next stream, yeah. I'll play from the top of the track once more, and then I will, as is kind of customary, show you guys something else I'm working on at the moment that's going to be out in a new video soon. A new kind of compositional instruction video on lo-fi music. I was making a lo-fi track yesterday for that video, and you can check it out. Still no strings. Yeah, I know. Huh. They need to be installed. That'll be next week, hopefully. Let's give it a shot from the top. To do that, like come back to this part right at the end. Kind of like doomsday sounding. Make it huge, and then have this pause. And have this kind of be like an outro. That's for future Max to figure out. What a guy. Okay. Well, that's that for that song. I'll quickly show you guys the lo-fi track. And then, yes, this is good. And then we will, yeah, be off. Thanks, Nick. Great to have you here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Wonderful as always, BB. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, I hope everyone has a great day as well. And use the horn synth again. Right, okay, that's right. We were going to talk about that. I agree. You already set up some cool chords to segue into the next part, and you can vary that to get back to the intro part. Yeah. This is the lo-fi track. I don't know if it's like much louder than that one. Probably not. That one's pretty loud, right? So here's the bass. Prepare yourselves. It's very, very gentle. Very, very gentle. And it's a major thing, which is very rare for me, right? Like I'm hardly writing music in a major key because I don't know why. I'm a cool dude and we don't do that, man. No, I don't know why. Here we go. Stock Studio One, everything. And I'm going to do a video, a follow along step-by-step guide to exactly every musical decision, every mixing decision, every production decision, where if you follow me step by step, you will end up with this exact beat too, and understand why and how we arrived at the beat. That's going to be the idea. So a bunch of people have requested some lo-fi stuff, and I really like lo-fi myself, so I thought for the first one in this series, why don't we do like a lo-fi sort of beat? So that's what this is for. Hopefully that video will be out this coming week. So as always, thank you guys. I appreciate you being with me, spending the time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll be back again on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time to do the orchestral stream. Of course, we're doing some orchestral game music type stuff with all stock Studio One instruments, so you can always tune in for that. Otherwise, have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.